turn around.
Ow, you're hurting me. I'm not resisting.
GT is going hot with a story out of Coweta County. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, to include smashing that notification bell. GT ran this story last year about Diane Rhoads being arrested for simply saying to someone, "You have the right to remain silent." Freedom of speech protects one to voice and say whatever they want without retaliation from a government body. That is not what happened on August 11, 2023 in a parking lot. Diane was arrested for speaking after law enforcement instructed her to move. The police report reads, Rhoads then complied and stepped away from the scene. While Trooper McClung was reading implied consent, Rhoads yelled to remain silent. While the statement does not imply or appear to use fighting words or any threats, she was placed under arrest and charged with obstruction. Exercising one's freedom of speech in Coweta County could land you behind bars. OCGA 1610-24 subsection A reads, quote, except as otherwise provided in subsection B of this code section, a person who knowingly and willfully obstructs or hinders any law enforcement officer, prison guard, jailer, correctional officer, community supervision officer, county or Department of Juvenile Justice, juvenile probation officer serving pursuant to Article 6 of Chapter 8 of Title 42, or game warden in the lawful discharge of his or her official duties, shall be guilty of a misdemeanor, end quote. While one could argue that the trooper's discharge of duties was in fact obstructed, however, simply existing and informing a family member of their rights is protected. It appears that it boiled down to the police who didn't like Diane speaking about one's civil rights.
You've got the right to remain silent. Don't say nothing else.
All right, that's out.
Why? I can
Turn around.
Ow, you're hurting me. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Stop tensing up.
I am not tensing up. I am not tensing. You're hurting my wrist. Take my phone, Michael.
Ma'am, let go of the phone.
Take my phone, Michael.
I'd like your phone.
You want her phone?
Give it to
hold on a
him.
minute.
Give me a second.
Hold on.
I wasn't resisting, and talking to
Ma'am,
her is
turn
not
around.
doing anything wrong.
Stop.
She was doing nothing until you slammed her.
Yep, I wasn't
Okay,
doing a
bro.
damn thing. They got it
You
all
don't
over.
know that.
What, you gonna
Yes, it is.
threaten to arrest him
So walk over
too?
there for me,
Big
okay?
ass lawsuit, big ass lawsuit.
You good?
Just a second. How's she getting detained?
Because I said
She's
stop,
not.
so
She's
you
under
got the
arrest for
right to
obstruction.
remain silent. Obstruction is a physical
No.
act.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not. Walk this way for me. I'll give your phone to him. Come on this way.
Michael, make sure my truck gets back to the house. Joe, I'll be calling your phone. I can't get in there like that. It's gonna. I got a bad shoulder. There's
You can sit sideways.
with a
Put
tire
your
in the
butt-
back
yeah.
seat.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like
Just
you
put
to
your
hand him the phone,
okay.
please.
I will.
I gotta get you in the car first, okay?
I'm gonna have an asthma attack.
There's nurses at the jail. We're right down the road. Just watch your knee
What you
for me,
do?
okay? Did you understand what I was trying to tell you earlier with obstruction? Ma'am?
What?
Did you hear me what I was telling you earlier about obstruction?
What?
You said it has to be physical, and I was trying to explain to you that it's not just physical. It's anything that obstructs an officer's investigation.
I wasn't obstructing your investigation. I was telling my daughter she had the right to remain silent, so to remain silent.
But
That's not obstruction.
how many times did I ask you to step
That's
back
not
and stop walking
obstruction.
up? And
Don't worry, I got it videotaped.
I'm not going to.
Everything's videotaped from 3 different angles. Don't worry.
But you yelling cuss words and everything in front of those kids in the parking lot.
I didn't yell cuss words. My daughter was the one that was yelling.
Well,
She was the
she
one
too.
that was yelling and swearing cuss words.
You were saying the F word multiple times in the
That
parking
was
lot.
her.
It was you, ma'am. If you watch your video, you'll see it.
You all got cams?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Mine is still recording, actually.
So is mine.
When I get done, I'll let you know how many times you said a cuss word in the parking lot.
I don't care. Cuss word is not a problem.
It is disorderly conduct. You
No,
can't.
it is not. It's freedom of speech.
That's
No, it's
not
14, sorry, 10-8,
I'm sitting there talking to my daughter and I'm cussing at her. It's not disorderly conduct.
it is. It's in front of someone that is younger than 10 years old.
She's not 10 years old.
Your daughter isn't. The
But
child
there
in
was
the
a
parking
child
lot
in the
was.
parking lot.
And this deputy warned you about it. I heard him.
I have spoken with Diane, and it appears that a pretrial diversion was offered. In my opinion, pretrial diversion is offered when the state is aware that it is a weak case. Had the public defender's office did their jobs correctly, this should have been dismissed. How this slipped through the solicitor's office and was signed by Sandy Weisenbaker is something that the people may never know. I am curious to know if Sandy watched the body camera footage or just blindly signed the accusation. This is the law enforcement in Coweta County that will arrest you for simply saying something officers may not like. Sheriff Lenwood, why is this allowed and how often does this happen for simply exercising freedom of speech? I'm curious to know how many more have been charged with obstruction of simply talking. I pray that Diane files a federal lawsuit against Deputy Davis and the county for this. GT will keep you updated as this continues to unfold. Please let me know what you think in the comments section of this story. Until next time, GT is going cold.